1, 2, let me say it 3 times. Check, check, check. I don't need a microphone when my show is on. So grab a chair, sit your booties right there and stare at the master with the accent. People always asking. My origination, I'll take you to the destination. My words, a subliminal trip like a spaceship. We rip through wormholes and shit, making history for these kids to see and know. Come with me, and together we make
Hello, everybody. Thank you for tuning in, and welcome to another successful edition of The Shorty Show. My name is Miranda Tozier-Robbins, and I'm the producer, director, and editor of The Shorty Show. This is actually the season finale and the season premiere, both in the same episode. What had happened was, in July of 2022, I was supposed to have my season finale, and then my 24-year season premiere was supposed to debut in August, but things happened, and besides, like, it kind of just proves my case a little bit more for the first half of the segment anyways, because I had to wait a little bit longer. Well, I didn't have to wait a little bit longer. I did wait a little bit longer and get, like, the future shot that I wanted. So the first half of the show will be my season finale, and then the second half of my show will be my season premiere. Great, so let's get started.
Hi, I'm Miranda Tozier-Robbins, and today we're at the third cleanup, I believe that's happening. We're behind the, what used to be the old Fitchburg High School, Longstrode Middle School, in the parking lot somewhere, and right here we've got volunteers throwing trash, we've got tires, bring them down for $10 a piece, but basically we're just going to walk around, see what everybody's doing, catch up, talk to everybody.
Hi everybody, I'm Karen. I work for the health department here in the city, and this is our third ward cleanup. We've been doing it 3 weeks in a row. We've had a great outcome, and just trying to get people together to clean up these streets and get a better city for us all to live in and enjoy. We have sharps containers, so if volunteers come by, they can pick up the sharps containers as they're cleaning up. Gloves, we have bags for volunteers to use to go and pick up. And that's about it. We have people can bring TVs, $10 for a TV. Tires, they can drop off tires if they find them when they're cleaning up the streets.
It's been a mix. There's been some gross things. It's mostly been a lot of bottles and cups. Someone threw away a lot of doors at the park near Elm Street.
Found the dollar.
Okay, hi, I'm Paul Garvin, Dave McDonald. We're with the Salvation Army, local Salvation Army, and we're here just supporting the city and trying to help people have something to eat while they're doing all the good work to clean the city. Right now we have coffee, and then we have muffins and brownies and cookies and a little bit of juice. So we have good things, and then for lunch we're going to be serving sausages and peppers and onions and some other, well, I think that's pretty much it.
You know, while we're out there, we want to give a shout out to all the volunteers who's been helping clean up the town of Fitchburg. I also want to thank all of the management of Fitchburg. DPW is here. We got to give some credit to Steve Curry. His crew's done a great job doing this. Also to the mayor and Sam, of course. You know, everyone knows Sam, and she's really kind of heading this up.
I did actually reach out to Samantha and ask her if she wanted to be a part of the documentary, and she fines. And I actually, on the first cut, I actually originally had even cut out her thank you because she didn't want to be in my show. And so it was like just kind of weird, like leaving her thank you in my show. But you know, I'm bigger than that. I just, you know, whatever. Thank you for whatever you're doing. And, speaking of people not wanting to be in the show, Derek Crews was a complete asshole.
I would prefer not to be filmed if that's okay with you.
No, not a problem, not a problem.
So you have a city official, a city councilor, right, out in broad daylight, cleaning, you know, helping with the volunteers. So anybody, any member of the press, you don't even have to be a part of the press. You could just be a regular person, like standing across the street with your camera. But you would think that someone in government in broad daylight who's helping clean up trash gets approached by the press, you would think that this on public land, like not on private property, like it's, you know, in the middle of the street, you know, you would think that they would like to use this opportunity to at least say something positive, but nope, not Derek Crews.
I love to praise all the people here in Fitchburg, so come on down and pick up a bag and clean.
Just out cleaning up the streets of Fitchburg, getting some exercise while doing a good deed, so everything is very well.
This is an advertisement for Macario's Kitchen, Pizza and Eatery, located on Pearl Street in Highland, what used to be the old Campus Pizza. You can come here and buy pizza. You can buy a family special, extra large 18-inch cheese pizza with 6 pieces of chicken fingers and a 2-liter soda for $21.99 plus tax, or any 2 extra large pizza, 8 inches, 1 topping for $29.99 plus tax. And I'm sure there's other things that you can buy inside Macario's Kitchen on Pearl Street in Fitchburg. So come on down, bring your wallet, take money out of your pocket, and buy pizza and everything else in the store.
Now, I'm totally for like neighborhood things and like, you know, things to help better the city of Fitchburg. But one of the criticisms that I personally have about projects like these is, like, you know, I've been advocating for trying to have like inmates come help clean our street or something, you know, because like you clean the streets one time and then that's it. That's one time a year. And then what about the rest of the time of the year? And think about it, you know, what if this is kind of something that's recently new. So what exactly has been going on before this whole volunteer thing's been going on?
I am out here with my guys from Jeffrey's House. I'm Jeff Summers, the director of Jeffrey's House, and I have a bunch of my guys out here with me. And our house on High Street is in the area, so we're cleaning up the area in which we live, so I feel very good about that. For us, all the guys from Jeffrey's House are in recovery from drugs and alcohol, and they like to give back. And it's a safe neighborhood, it's a safe house, and cleaning up your neighborhood shows a sense of ownership, a stake in your community. So that's why we're all out here today.
What would you think about, like, if we had, like, an inmate program, like inmates helping out or something, like just throwing
that is exactly, we do that already. And so a lot of my guys come out of the prison system. And I've been to the prison system myself to speak. I haven't been incarcerated, but I've been there to promote Jeffrey's House and tell them what we're doing. And so they come out, and they're some of the best tenants that we have because, well, unfortunately for them, they do have something over their head, so they could possibly go back to incarceration. So that keeps them, that gives them another incentive to do the right thing. And so our guys that are from the system, they've been doing very well.
Anyways, though, not everybody, though, actually agreed with the whole inmate street cleaning idea, which was a little surprising to me. But it was interesting to see the other side of the idea and the conversation.
I don't really feel that we need to bring inmates here. I think we need to, like I said, focus more on our children and people who are out of jail possibly that can contribute to the Big Brothers, stuff like that. Like just trying to unite the youth with people who also need some love, some care,
How many licks does it take to get to the Tootsie Roll in the center of the Tootsie Pop? Let's find out. 1, 2, 3, 62, 63, 64, 117, 118, 158, 159, 160. $160. I guess the world will never know. And so now, instead of watching everybody else pick up the trash, we are also going to jump in and do our good deeds and help pick up the trash. This is 5 cents. Let's put that right here. 5 cents. Oh, 5 more cents. We have another 5 cents. 5 cents. Look at this rug. This rug looks kind of cool, but... $5 cents. It works. So today is a couple months later than when I first cleaned up this lot, and for the most part, the lot is pretty much clean. There's a couple beer cans, a couple things on the lot. Most of the trash is really along the outer side, along the sidewalk, which I know I definitely cleaned up a couple months ago. And there was also, I remember that group from the Jeffries house, they were across the street from me. They cleaned up that whole sidewalk and that whole area there. So, I mean, this kind of reiterates, you know, my argument of, I mean, it's awesome that we do this, you know, once a year, but, I mean, for the rest of the year, we're just supposed to let the trash pile up until we clean it up again next year. You know, is there anyone out there who still isn't clear about what doing drugs does? Okay, last time. This is your brain. This is drugs. This is your brain on drugs. Any questions? This is our community board. Miss Audrey Pendleton Chow said that anybody can use the community board. So, if you live in the community of Fitchburg, you can use the community board. Let's see what's happening in the community. We have First Thursdays happening on the first Thursday of every month. River Styx is having a concert September 17th.
from 2 to 10. Write in MTR November 8th for state representative. Oh, we have a Nordic marketplace and car cruise. That's Sunday, September 18th. There's all kinds of things right here on our community board. So come on down, check out the community board, and see what's happening in your town.
My 24th anniversary season premiere. Everybody knows that I'm running for office as a write-in for state representative because, okay, for those who don't know, in a nutshell, I ran for city council last year and placed 7th out of 8 because people didn't want to get up and vote. 27 people got up and voted. And so then this past spring, I made a run for Congress, and I needed 2,000 signatures by May 15th, and I was nowhere near 2,000 with like 3 weeks left to go. So with 2 weeks left to go, I made the choice to drop the race down to state representative because I at least already, even though I couldn't use those signatures, but I already had like the required amount for that. That was only 150 signatures, and like I already had like well more than that. That was already certified, and it's just in the city of Fitchburg alone. So I did put in an effort. In a 6-day time period, in 6 days, I pulled in 179 signatures, but unfortunately, like more than 30 of them were like people that were unregistered. So, you know, I didn't make it onto the ballot, but I figured, you know, all of these supporters, you know, everybody supports my bid for Congress. Thank you very much. We the people. But of course, you know, we can all work together in our own Massachusetts State House. You know, I guess, if, you know, with your vote, we could start there, or you know, I don't know what's going to happen. I mean, it's going to start somewhere. So exciting. But yeah. So, anyways, I want to play a clip that I couldn't air or show you guys this a year ago, you know, and it wasn't like there was anything wrong with what this person was saying or whatnot, but it was because last year or whatnot, at the time, I was a candidate and like I was using FATV equipment, so people couldn't like really freely say what they like wanted to say or whatnot. So to make a long story short, I'm just going to go ahead and replay or like re-air, redo an interview that I had with somebody, but play it in its entirety because I can. Because there's no restrictions here. There's no censoring here going on. But
this hat means people have to look at it. I have a lot of respect out here. I'm one of the old legends out here. The legends that were here or not. They passed. But I'm still here alive, and I'm going to take this to the streets of the people that deserve it. And you, because I have it. I have the people behind me that will sign a petition of over 1,000 names. That includes a lot of realty people, stores that know who I am because I walk in here every day. Let my face be known. And now it's going to be known.
So here we are back again with The Shorty Show, and I'm sitting with another local Fitchburg resident. What's your name, sir?
My name is Robert J. Wilson. They call me Mr. Hogan.
Mr. Hogan, and you say that you have a story that you'd like to share with us, or some things that are on your mind.
Yes, yes, I do. Kind of important to the people out here, especially the homeless. My story is, I've been out here for 18 years. I've been back and forth from places that nobody wants to be in. But not only that, I care about who's out here, the homeless. I share what I have with them, money, food, whatever, to make sure they are comfortable like I was. I wanted to inject basically this commentary to a friend of mine who's a retired 5-0 police officer. His name was Paul Benedetto. He was a K-9 vet and a serviceman. A very fine, dignified gentleman. And it wasn't for him that gave me a new start of my life, I will not be sitting here in front of you. But I have tried all these challenges against the city to help the homeless and other people that have been dignified as pieces of non-compliance with the law and the society that they are under. I am going to refrain from using language, but I think it would be appropriate in a certain way.
So, we're located right here in downtown Fitchburg, in front of the Fitchburg Jade Chinese restaurant. Here, you can buy food. You can buy Chinese food. As a matter of fact, we even have a super special listed right here on the window where you can buy meals for $9.25 plus tax. Some of the meals that you can buy with the money in your pocket includes chicken wings, boneless spare ribs, pork fried rice, chicken wings, crab rangoon, pork fried rice, French fries, chicken wings, and pork fried rice. Just take the money out of your pocket. Come on down here to the Fitchburg Jade and spend it.
So one of the issues you bring up is how, you know, the poor, how we're in this situation, but then they, like law enforcement, you know, I don't want to use the word attack the poor, but it's like how there's almost like this cycle for them, where they're, instead of being in the criminal justice system, you know what I mean, perhaps it's something else that they need. You know what I mean, what I'm saying?
What they need right now, they need a voice, like myself, because of my background of being on the streets. The harassment is based upon, they're trying to survive out here because of the inflation and the payments, you know, the people that are really ruining it for the sane homeless people are the drug addicts. And the Bible point that any homeless person that picks the wicked tent out here is a drug addict. That's not right. We have laws out here that should defend what we do to survive.
Yes.
And I feel they're unjust. The 5-0, they burn our tents. There's a gentleman out here that used to run our father's table or our father's house, and he was going around burning so they could get their SSI money.
Yeah, no, like I said, there are none of these allegations. These are still allegations, so we get, you know, but we're all.
But
I know what you're saying though. Like, you know, one bad apple ruins the bunch, pretty much. You know,
right.
And like I said, I've also myself, you know, have been out on the streets, have been homeless and whatnot, and a lot of programs that was there to help the homeless, you know, are no longer, you know, there anymore, available. Exactly. But what do you think we can do now? You know what I mean? Guys working together.
Again, on that point, I am working on myself. I just started something maybe before 5 years ago. I'm getting some documents ready. And I'm telling you right now, if everything goes correct and proper, we might be looking at using there. And I'm being straight out. Because this area that we have now is not doing right. And I can bring up issues of where accidents in this town will happen. And that involves regular people, children, elderly, which I am an elderly person. I used to be an alcoholic. I can't no more. I have too many issues going on with my body. And that gets me focused on doing this now. Because it's going to change. And that's what we need in Fitchburg. A change of a man that's been here. Let me see a society person in this town that's got weight. Miss Wong tried to do it, and she got caught. She got caught. Because she illegally did something wrong. You know what that was. You won't come out and say it publicly, because you guys hid it under the rug like you do everything else. And the services that the city is supposed to help us out with, they're not doing their job. They're cutting roads off. They're making us go around stuff that should have been done years ago. Projects that are not being finished on time. feeding the tax people. The homeless have to go around possibly fall into this stupid hole that they make around here to not justify our well-being. So what do you think about that? Yes?
You have to have gall to address these things because there's certain people that are in power that have been in power for such a long time. And you could probably look at that and even find that out if you look at all of the elections and the family names and everything that takes place. But either way, I don't know. I love Fitchburg, but there's definitely could be some stuff that could be adjusted, you know? Definitely
I think that there's some problems in these streets with people not being honest with themselves and helping each other. I think it's become more of a place where people don't care about anyone anymore. There's no love in the heart of the city, and we need to get back to that because love is the root. Don't forget about it. I also like to say I like Fitchburg too. I've been here since roughly 1996, Twin City representative.
I'm out here a lot walking. I do a lot of hiking. Unfortunately, like the circumstances that I'm under, I was incarcerated and then I got kicked onto the street with nowhere to go and no money. And I'm working on that. I have an ID and I'm working on getting a birth certificate and looking for job placement. But then it's like, well, I also need a safe place to live. This is our father's house and that's great. But like, I've had a few bad experiences there and I tried really hard. And then it was even more of a setback for me mentally. Like, I know it's under new management now. I want to
get back to the question. I think we should actually ourselves take it into our own hands and organize these groups. Maybe non-profit organizations, something that we can...
something for the kids.
Of course, that's number one. You know, just get groups together and get it done ourselves. Like, we're out here every day, so we might as well take care of the streets that we walk upon.
Something for the kids.
Definitely good. You know, I think of cleanup groups, you know, like I said, a non-profit organization with raffles, you know, different, you know, types of events for the children, bringing the young youth to become better young adults.
What do you guys think of the idea of like a youth center that would have like programs?
Absolutely. You know, we got the why, you know, but it seems that it needs to be a little more out here for these kids, you know.
Yes.
It's like they're just placed at the why.
I think it's about the kids and the youth.
Those things should be kid-oriented things that we can, you know, allow them to get done. You know,
they're the next generation. They're going to be the ones that are, you know, suffering from whatever damages and things that aren't, you know, happening that should be. Whatever it might be, education or just people there to support. There's so many children that are in need of even just peer support and someone to talk to, like big brother, big sister type thing. I know there's some things, but yeah, definitely the kids. Clean up. Like, I walk by some places and I'm just like, what the hell, you know? And it's like, they've got the DPW, they've got, you know, a crew of people. Why is there festering, rotten, gross stuff everywhere?
I was at M&M's, I was at
How about
Family
the
Dollar,
River? Like,
I was at Market Basket. Every place that I went to was nothing but trash all over the parking lot. And I'm like, you know, I do wind up picking up things, but like...
I'm sure you've all heard the saying, nothing changes overnight. Well, on November the 8th, you have the ability to make something change overnight. I will be a representative who shares everything that comes to me with all of you. Together, we will create legislation to better our communities for every 3rd District resident, not for the ones who aren't here yet. We will fight Unitil and take care of our pot-filled infested roads. We will empower the individual residents for economic prosperity in their own homes. That is the progressive challenge of today's government. I know what's going on in these streets. I've lived in them. I'm MTR, and on November the 8th, I'm asking you to write in 3 letters on the ballot. MTR. Nothing changes if you don't get off your butt cheeks. I'm Miranda Tozier-Robbins, and I approve this message.